Welcome, everyone, to Drive Facebook Live. My name is Bill Ascolillo. I am here with my good friend, Tony Whistler.
Hey there. How's it going, Bill?
Fantastic. Thanks for being here, like always, Tony. And we are here with Libby and Tom Daniel, and they are from Blue Line Automotive in Florida. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Good. A little hot, but
Thank
it's
you
good.
so much for joining us. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. Right away, I'm going to ask, I love the building. That looks brand new. Tell us a little bit about it.
Um, we started this business in 2020 and a little car wash. It was a car wash originally, and we just outgrew it. It was not enough room. Our customer base grew too fast, and which I guess is a good thing, but we couldn't keep up with it, and we didn't have any parking or anything, so we had to think of a better solution, and that building behind us here is our solution to it. So that, and we're also, our community is growing by over 20,000 homes right in the next few years. So we had to have a place to be able to service those people that are coming in with new cars. So
Yeah, we went from 3 bays. We started with just 3 bays, and then we added 2, so we went to 5, and then now we're here with 10 bays.
Beautiful. And you're in what city are you in?
Edgewater, Florida. It's a little small town about 26 miles south of Daytona Beach.
Very good. So anybody who's watching is in that area, take your car.
I will say,
lot
I
of them do
love the way
already.
that building looks. I love the
great.
layout of the parking lot. Love how it's nice and striped, and the building looks just so symmetrical. The parking lot looks fantastic. I'm going to be honest with you, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, they did. Our engineers and our contractors all did a really great job. And on the other side of the building, we have another private parking lot, which is our employee parking lot. So we don't have to intertwine our cars with them. So it turned out really good.
That's great. So I have a question. How long have you guys been on the program with Drive?
We're about to hit our 1 year, I believe, in August.
Beautiful. That's really great. That's really great.
That is fantastic.
And how's it been going?
Been going good. I've taken a lot of the like effective shop management classes, and I take a lot of them. He's usually busy working, so I take a lot of the classes and I relay the information to him. I love the driver or owner to owner. I go to the monthly ones and I'm in the weekly coaching ones. I really like those. A lot of the stuff that we have put into play here, I've learned from other shop owners. Just small little things like with parts returns and ways they do inspections and stuff like that. So it's helped me a lot just getting to talk to other owners.
Cool. So how
is
big is your
excellent.
team?
we have
6.
6 mechanics or technicians, and an oil change boy. We have 2 part-time.
Shop boys.
They work opposite from each other, but they're one of them is going to school in a few months at the NASCAR school up in North Carolina, and he needed some time in the shop just to get to learn how a shop was. So we're kind of we still pay him, but I mean he gets to get a little experience inside of a shop, knowing the ins and outs of a shop and stuff like that. And then we got 2 up front. We're a family-owned business, so it's my daughter, a friend of ours, at the front counter. My son is out; he writes service, and then Mike is our service manager, and I just run around and get in everybody's way.
Well, that's what the owner's job is.
That's the best feeling in the world. As an owner, when you're in people's way, then you know everybody's doing a great job. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
You know? Yes.
We're
it's the
both
best feeling.
working owners, so we both work. Like my daughter's on vacation this week, so I'm doing her job out front. So we kind of all just rotate and work together.
It's great. It's really great. So how have your numbers been?
I think that was another reason why we built the new shop, was because our numbers grew so fast, and I didn't know then what Drive's taught us now about getting our profit margins in place and our owner break even and all that stuff. We didn't know any of that stuff before.
Right.
We just know we were doing $1.7 million a year, and that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
you know.
Yes.
It wasn't right away. We started
Yeah.
at like 800,000 our
Yeah.
first year, and we opened in March. So from March to December, it was like 800,000. And the next year we hit 1.2, then we hit 1.3, then we hit 1.4. And I don't even know where we're at right now. I know we're
Yeah.
above that,
So,
or we will be above that. So,
but
but we have a great community too. So
we do. We're very.
They've been fantastic to us. And I think that's one thing that makes us successful, if I can throw that in there, is Edgewater is a small community. But when they love you, and they take care of you. We have been blessed with a really good community here that supports us, and they've supported this move. We flood a lot around here, and people are kind of like set against new building, but we made sure we did it the right way, and we let them know we did it the right way. So retention is not an issue. We keep our own water. So if you have a great community behind your business, it really does flourish, because they have been really, really good to us.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But if you think about it, that is a testament to you guys also. A relationship takes two sides. So,
Sure.
you know what I mean? That means you guys are doing a fantastic job with it also, in my opinion. So that's awesome.
We definitely try our best.
And who's your consultant here at Drive?
Kim.
Kim. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Yes, she is. We love her to death.
Fantastic.
We love our
She's
weekly
definitely fun.
meetings with her. They're fun.
There you go.
I'd
You
love
And-
should
to
be
ask.
watching. Hi, Kim.
Sure she is.
I would love to ask the question, if you don't mind. I would love to know your history, like, meaning what made you guys decide to open a shop? Because from what I hear, the rumor on the campfire, of course, is, Tom, this is not your first year doing this, that's for sure. So you've got some serious experience and some serious time in there. And I'd love to know
This one,
what
'cause-
made you decide to take that next step to say, you know what, I'm getting my own spot. I'm going to do this, I'm making a
I'm
run
gonna
at
tell
this.
this.
I'd love to
I'm gonna
know.
tell this story because I had to deal with all his different work. So I was a police officer in Daytona Beach when even when I met him, we got married, and he was working at Firestone. He was the service manager there. My son worked for him at Firestone, and somebody said there was an issue with father-son working together. So he left Firestone and he started working for a small town local, Bob's Automotive. Been in New Smyrna Beach for 40 something years, 50 years, long time. Like I think from the 50s or 60s. So he started working for him. COVID hit. Bob was older. He was like, so they slowed their hours down. I was mad because I was a school resource officer and I had to go back to the road because the schools were closed. I was miserable, having to be back on patrol again. Who wants to do that? And like I said, when he was working for Bob's and not working every day of the week, I was only working 4 days a week. We started fixing cars in our driveway. I was doing engine jobs with him. I was doing evaporator cores with him, front end work. He would sit on the chair and just tell me what to change, and I built a whole front on a Chevy truck.
That's the way
Well,
to
then
do it.
code enforcement got called on us. And we were already in the works of trying to buy Bob's shop. It fell through. We got a lot of no's before we finally got a yes for the car wash to go in there. And so we started working on that car wash and adding some garage doors on it, and then opened in March of 2021. We officially opened, and I retired July the same year, because from March to July, we went from 10 appointments a week to being fully booked out.
Nice.
So I was able to retire, and that's why Blue Line even happened. It's just COVID, and everybody was just, hours were slowing down, and we couldn't keep doing it on the driveway. Our backs are starting to hurt. It was a lot of work.
It's nice to have a lift.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Grinding it out on the driveway can be tough. So the name, there has to be a police reference in there with Blue. Has to be.
Absolutely. It is. So we even before Blue Line was even in a dream, we started, I guess it became a first dream. He's like, one day we're going to have our own shop. And I was like, well, we're going to name it Blue Line Automotive. So that came from me. I was, like I said, I was still a cop, and he agreed with it. The logo that's made, my son created that logo for us, with the crossbones shield with the wrenches as the crossbones. And then I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy. He came up with my slogan of "We got your fix," because with law enforcement, it's "We got your six." And he owned Blue Line Smokes, and his slogan is "Nobody smokes alone," and just like, in law enforcement,
He sells cigars.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
In law enforcement, you have all these slogans like "You never go alone" and stuff like that. So he's like, how about "We got your fix"? So we get it both ways. So like, fix your car, and some people take it as, we got your fix in other ways, but
Yeah, right.
I like it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
we're calling Libby and Tom at 3 o'clock in the morning because they got our fix. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
not,
Oh, I
not the
get
message
those
we're
too
trying to
now. I
send.
get those calls too.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But I hashtag it on all my Facebook posts. So if somebody's looking for other stuff, they find us instead. So it might work both ways.
So you've been a technician for how long, Tom?
I have been a technician since, see, I got out of college in,
Since he was 17.
So about 12
Wow.
years then.
He's
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
13, Tony, maybe 13. Yeah.
I've been a technician since 1990.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
So
Very
37
nice.
years.
not quite 40 years, but close. So,
Very nice.
Very good. And you wrenched in that area. You guys have been living there the
yeah.
whole time?
No, I didn't. I'm originally from a small town outside of Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
my family's from here originally, but I was my dad was in the military, so I was pretty much raised everywhere. But I was born in Alabama, eventually moved back to Alabama. That's where I started my family and my career. And
He moved here in 2013 and started wrenching here, and that's when I met him.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's great.
I'm from here.
That is awesome.
Very good.
So, we were talking a little bit before the show, and I know you guys have been getting super busy lately. I'd love to know, and I guess I'd say a lot of people out there would love to know how are you guys dealing? What kind of steps are you taking to help deal with the increased volume when you try to scale up? Because it's funny, a lot of people say, be careful what you wish for. And hey, I want to get busier. But then when it shows up, they're like, what do I do? I'm busy. I'm too busy, So I'd love to know, how you guys work together at that, how you divide and conquer that sort of, mountain, if you will.
I've set the team up out in the shop. We didn't do it before at our other shop because we were so small, but I've just recently hired a new guy that I worked with for many years, and I have a lot of respect for him, and he's very good at what he does. So I set the team up on two sides of the shop. It's easier for me to handle. It's easier for my service manager to handle. They got two team leads and technicians underneath them. So in the morning, the tickets come out. Throughout the day, the tickets come out, and they get handed to the service manager. The service manager hands them to the team leads. The team leads dispatch them to their technicians as they need or as they see fit. And then we just work through the day that way. That way it's easy for me to, if one side of the shop has a problem, I can go handle it through that side of the shop. If the other side of the shop has a problem, I can come back and handle it on the way back through the other way. So, it just, it works out okay. And we have increased our volume wise. I think we saw 89 cars last week. So,
Nice.
Wow.
so it's, we went
Nice.
from like 40 cars a week to 89 cars a week. So, it's tough. But you just kind of make it work. You make it happen. You get out there and figure out a way to get everybody taken care of. So,
And then I'll
Yep.
jump in and service right if I have to, answer the phones. If I hear the phone rings twice and nobody answers, I always grab it in my office on the third. And I'll service right and check people in, kind of help everybody, get everybody moving. So we just, like I said, it's family run, family owned run, and we treat all our team like family. So we all just kind of push each other around, and help each other.
Right.
That's
Very good.
fantastic. That's fantastic. I'd love to, if you guys don't mind divulging a little bit of the secret sauce, there's a fair amount, if not a decent amount of husband-wife team, if you will, that own a shop.
Mhm.
And, if you don't mind contributing a little, how do you guys make that work? Because, you're married, but because, yeah, you're smiling, you know what I mean? It can be
I
tricky.
sleep on the couch a lot.
He falls asleep on the couch, but you see all this gray hair.
Yeah, there you go.
Honestly, I don't even know how we do it because we are together 24/7. We are best friends. We do.
beautiful.
I mean, the only thing we don't do together is deep sea fish, and so he deep sea fish. I can't because I get sick, so that's his time away. But usually when we get home, we do dinner, get the animals. We do have a lot of animals, handle the animals, eat dinner, and then I'll go hang out in the room and watch my Netflix or my Angel, and then he'll go out there and watch YouTube fishing videos on the couch. So we do. That's our kind of our alone time. but yeah, weekends, he also leaves before me in the morning. So he has his hour decompress time here. I have it at home. So we have like little things we do. And then, sometimes we have this, Boston Whaler here is in our town. So it's it's a 3 mile walk there and back. So sometimes we'll just, hey, let's go on a walk, and we don't talk shop. We just talk. And, but
That's
yeah,
important.
I'm
Yes.
sure, like I said, we're family run, and
We have
everybody gets to see us be husband and wife sometimes.
Okay.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
one question I had was when you said that you guys don't deep sea fish together, then I immediately thought that you guys would charter separate boats and both go deep sea fishing, but just
Oh,
not
no,
together.
No. I fish in the river, he fishes on the ocean.
Yeah.
Like we don't, I'm like, oh, really? You charter different boats and just
No,
go
we don't
out
charter
by
boats.
yourself?
We
You go
take our
that
own
way and
boat.
I'm going this way.
Yeah.
What
I
was
get
that,
the
Tom?
house. I get to clean the house spotless when he's out deep sea
Yeah,
fishing.
we
'Cause
don't,
it's time
we
to
don't
worry about.
charter boats. We take our own boat.
He has his own boat.
Your
Yeah.
own boat. Yeah, nice. And how big is that?
It's not big,
23 foot.
23 foot.
Yeah.
He wants a bigger one. We're waiting for Drive to make our money more.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Come on, Kim.
Oh.
That's
You know,
awesome.
now's a great time, Tony, if you don't mind. I think it'd be a great time for a quick commercial break and we'll see what's going on with things.
What do you think? We can do that. So the first thing I want to talk about is we have a show next Friday, July 17th. And we're going to have Mike Button on the show. So from Affordable Automotive, he's a great guest and he's a great client. And that's going to be July 17th on Friday. And then also, I wanted to also mention that we're having a webinar July 15th, Wednesday. So that's next week. And it's called Workflow That Works with David Saline and Jim Saley. And that it can be attended by anybody. And you can go find, and you should have links in the chat also. And you can also just go onto our website and you can get to the link from there. And we'd love to have you come take this webinar. It's an hour and it's going to be a great webinar on workflow that works. And then also the thing that is close to my heart is we have an expo coming up. And
Yes.
of course, the expo is going to be great. Of course, it's in Vegas. You can see behind me. And the scheduled times are, we're going to have 3 days. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of the 23rd, 24th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. I'm getting the days a little confused because we have some stuff happening before and after. One of the things we have happening before is pre-expo workshops. We have master workshops that are going to be delivered live. There's going to be 4 of them, and they're going to be delivered that Tuesday and Wednesday prior to the expo. And I'm excited about those. And 3 of them are new releases, and you can see those titles on the website and on the calendar. And if you're a client, you can see it in the client portal. We'd love to see you there. And of course, you can't miss the Drive Awards dinner. That will be wonderful. People will receive their rewards and there's great speeches and it's going to be a beautiful meal. It'll be really nice. And we have a new award that we're going to be giving out during this expo that we've never done before. This is going to be very exciting. It's the General Manager of the Year Award. And that's
right.
going to be great. That'll be really great. And then, of course, we always have a theme party. And this year's theme party is called Rep Your Team. So we're going to have everybody dress in their favorite colors of their favorite, whatever their favorite team is, whether it's basketball, baseball, it could be anything, hockey. And, but you just wear your team colors and it's going to be a great party. It's always a blowout party. And it's tons of fun. And then we're going to be doing a couple things during the expo as well that are not necessarily directly part of the expo, but we're going to have a Thursday night meetup for Top Golf, which is going to be a blast. And then we're also doing some go-karts at Speed Vegas as well. So those are all going to be great. I think that this is going to be one of our best expos ever. And I'm looking forward to being there. And of course, if we're lucky, Barry Manilow will be there again. No, I don't know.
Well, when you
if that's
walk by
true.
the cutouts, you're not sure if it's actually him or the cutout. So, because they look exactly the same.
Exactly the
But
same.
they look exactly the same. And we will be doing Drive Facebook Live. Tony and myself will be doing Drive Facebook Live from Las Vegas. So that'll
Yep.
be a blast. I love when we get a chance to talk to people who are there in live time. That's always a blast. So thank you for that, Tony. Thank you for
Yep.
that.
You got it, my
You
friend.
know, um, Libby and Tom, I would love to know a little bit more information about how you guys got the move with the different building, handled that with your clients, like all those logistics. There's a lot of shops out there that say, maybe it's time to get a bigger place. Maybe, I want to get my own spot now. I don't want to lease anymore. All that sort of thing. And it gets very, very scary for an owner to consider that, then never mind actually pull the trigger. And I would love to know what your forethought was, how you guys went about it, and then more importantly, how you handled the clients within the move and got them acclimated, if you will.
It was actually a lot, and I handled a lot of that because Tom obviously we still didn't have the team we have now. We had a different team, kind of, sort of, because we hired some new people here. So I had to handle a lot of it, but this was like 3 years in the making. From the time that were told no at our first piece of land to the 2 acres we bought here, it was like a 3-year process. So we had plenty of time to be like, it's coming. We don't know when it's coming. And we just kept telling people. And in about a year, well, last Christmas, so they just started on Christmas Eve is when they started cutting the first tree down on this property. We immediately put a sign out. We started posting on Facebook, Instagram, Nextdoor. I marketed a lot on that, and then just telling people, handing out little flyers in the shop, and they were all excited and ready because our office down there, because we were a car wash, and then we had a 20 by 10-foot shed. And that was like our waiting area, and our service riders and the front desk people were all crammed in that little place. So everybody was excited to hear, you're gonna have a waiting room, like with real chairs. And like you see in that video, you see the nice, comfortable couches. We went from having black chairs to that. So it wasn't hard because
Beautiful.
everybody just kept asking, when are you moving? When you moving? It's happening. We're like, we promise it's happening. We just don't know when, because it's a lot having to do loans and just the engineering and the approvals with the city and all the different votes you have to go before. It is a lot of work, but we just kept pushing the word out there. It's happening. We pushed to have our Facebook people to follow us more on Facebook, which it's right. It went from 400 to I think we're right at 1,300 now, which is not a lot to some, but small town Edgewater, that's a pretty good following for this little place.
Sure.
And but the moving part we decided we wanted to stay within 1 mile of our current shop. 1 mile. So we had 1 mile to search. We wanted to be on US 1, which is the main through here, along the east coast of Florida. And we were lucky. We have two great real estate agents we work with.
Personal friends,
Personal
customers.
friends, since
Oh,
I grew
nice.
up with them. The Albert Marino, we love y'all. They found this parcels for us and got it the best stinking price you could ever imagine. So they worked really hard for us, even through the land that we were told no on. But we wanted to be close, so the move wasn't too hard. So when the building was done, all the new equipment came in first. As soon as all the new equipment was in and we were set up and ready to go and we got our CO, we shut down for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and moved in 4 days. Old lifts came here and set up. We did it in 4 days, but we are lucky that the city has really been good to us. They let us kind of come in and get our waiting room set up, get our desk built. They let us move this office furniture in here. So come moving day, all we had to do was bring our last minute stuff down here and
Yep.
then be ready to open that next Monday.
Well, I
Wow,
love how
4
quickly you
days.
did that.
4 days. And we have
Wow.
also, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I also shout out to Crash Recovery because he towed all of our cars down here that weren't drivable, moved equipment for us, toolboxes, our brand new air compressor, all of our equipment that we had to store in a storage unit. He moved it all for us down here. So
Nice.
again, community.
Beautiful.
That is
So-
awesome. Speaking of that, I hear that Libby, you are a big fixture in the community and you're all about the community, which obviously probably, kind of stems from you, doing police work. But now that you're continuing with that, that's got to help everything, the move, how you guys are doing so well with the traction you have there. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do a lot of community stuff. We're very big into youth sports, the Christmas parades. This weekend we're going to a cornhole tournament for a young lady. I do believe she has cancer, and they're doing a benefit cornhole tournament for her. So we donate to all those. We just love giving back. We probably have more money if we didn't give back so much, but we enjoy it. So every sports team that comes down to us to ask us for money, we sponsor them. Again, we give all the every cornhole tournament we do raffle baskets
Couple of
for.
youth race car drivers.
We have a couple youth race car drivers that we
Beautiful.
sponsor from New Smyrna Speedway.
That's fun, actually.
Oh, and an adult one. We do an adult race car too. With I sit on the board of Running for Heroes, which is a nonprofit. So we do a lot with them as well. But we just love we had another local business here, Wilkie's Pest Control. They do a big, huge community event every year, and we make sure we help him with that. With the Christmas parade. It's the Wilkie Wonka. We get all the businesses here in Edgewater donate gifts that kids get for free with their Wilkie Wonka bars, and it's just this little community is fun. It's easy. It's easy to give back in this community because it's just easy because everybody's so grateful and so kind, and just all the businesses help out, and it's a lot of family owned and operated businesses here in Edgewater, small mom and pop places. So it just makes it easy to give back, and we enjoy it. It's fun, and you get to meet a lot of people that way too.
My grandparents
Great.
have been here since the 50s, so this community's always been that way. So,
Yeah.
and they're it's a very you take care of those who take care of you.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's very good. Now you guys are going to the expo, right?
yes.
We are. We just booked our hotel room and flights yesterday. Kind of decided last minute. Tom's like, we're going to Vegas. I'm like, we are? I was like, okay, because I was on the computer. Just sent Kim a text. I'm like, here's my confirmations. Register me, please.
Beautiful. And then this
And
is
we're
your
coming
first
all the
expo,
days.
or were you at the one last year? Did you go to the
No,
one
we've
last year?
never been. We
Oh, this
were
is your
only a
first
month
expo.
client at that time. So this is our first one. And we are coming for the Tuesday, Wednesday as well. So we're
Oh,
coming.
good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's going to be great. And then you guys are going to have a ball because the expo is just amazing. So you're going to love it.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to meeting you guys. I don't mind saying this will be really nice. And it's so nice. Tony will probably admit to this. It's so nice when you get to meet the clients face to face. You know what I mean? It's really the icing on the cake for me personally. It's nice, especially, when you have your own clients or whatnot, and you're talking to people every week. It really puts it together for me personally. And it's so nice to hear people's stories and meet them. Like it's
Right.
just
And go on. I don't want to cut
I
you
was
off.
just, I'm excited too, because all my owner to owner things I do every week. And then
Oh,
every
that's
month
nice.
I get to meet a lot of them are coming. So I'll get to meet some of the people that I met through the computer screen. So it'd be nice.
Yeah, that's one of the
Yeah, I
things I
think
was going to
there's
say. The
actually
expo is like an owner
Monday,
to
yeah.
owner on, it's Uber owner to owner. And you can sit down with them and you can have dinner with them and have cocktails. We always do little mixers and stuff, and you'll be able to talk to them face to face. And there'll be a lot of people that you're going to want to network with and meet. It'll just be a blast. It'll be a blast.
Yeah, I believe this Monday is the next owner to owner, isn't it? I believe.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Very
excellent.
good.
That's excellent.
Very good. Okay. Any final thoughts? Because it looks like we're getting close to the end of the show. Anything you want to say to anybody, or anything about your shop or what you guys are doing?
I would just say, if you want to do it, do it. Dreams do come true. This has been a dream for us. We're both come from very small, like nobody families, just poor. But there's always going to be eventually somebody that'll tell you yes. Like I said, we got a lot of no's, but you're finally going to find somebody that says yes, and they help you get through it. And you find the right people to help you, you'll get there. It's a lot of work, and it's exhausting, and everybody will know that. We posted a picture the day before our opening. I was like, y'all look tired. We are tired, but it's worth it. It really is. It's worth it.
I'm still
Yeah.
tired.
And it's sometimes you look at that building, I'm like, I can't believe that's ours. It's like, whoa,
That's
how'd that
beautiful.
happen?
That's really
Yeah.
beautiful.
It does look really nice, Actually, Tony, if you don't mind, do a couple of shout outs. It looks like we have Sandra Getz Clark who is watching. We got our friend Mark Ranam who's been watching today.
Random. Yeah.
Random, him too. All three of them.
All three of them.
And I will say this, we always appreciate all the listeners and the people watching our show. We always appreciate, the support that we get when we do these.
And your neighbor, one of our great clients, who's also one of our instructors, Jesus says hi, and he's close
Oh,
by.
yes.
He's in
Yes,
Orlando.
yes, yes.
So yeah, I don't know if you've done any workshops with him at all. He's
I
one of
don't
my
think
instructors.
so.
He's one of the
I'm not
instructors.
sure.
Yeah, he's great. He said
Awesome.
hi.
Hello.
Yep. All righty. So I guess that's the official end of the show. And we will see all of you guys next Friday. Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.